safety, passengers are requested to read the emergency instruction notices posted in various locations throughout the vessel, or follow the instructions given by the crew. Passengers are also reminded that in order to comply with safety legislation, they must leave the vessel on arrival at the other side. Thank you.
So away we go. What was the back will be the front. Going sideways at the moment. So bye bye South Shields. A big area of nothing at the moment there, and we're in the middle of the River Tyne. It's taken 4 minutes so far, and we're approaching the terminal, as you can see. A nice smooth journey today. We approach the North Shields side of the ferry. Welcome to Shields Ferry, it said. Thank you for using the Shields Ferry today. Five minutes. So that's a section of the England coast path on a ferry. As we approach the north side. We come off the ferry. Here's the ferry on the north side this time, with a descriptive board, 700 years of crossing the Tyne. Well, this will be part of the England coast path, this little bit, since it advises you to use the ferry, and the only way to get off the ferry is to go along here, and that's where we started. Thank you for using North Shields Ferry. Thank you for travelling on this ferry. Welcome to North Tyneside, England coast path. And there's the sign, new sign for the cycles as well, England coast path, up here. So it's across the road. So the England coast path, not across the road, goes down here. It is now 2:30. So that's been going about three hours, is it? About 3 3/4 hours, but then there was a little wait, we just missed the ferry, so half hour there. Now on the other side of the road we have the England coast path sign. all the signs keep crossing from one side of the road to the other. They're over here now. You see the sign on this post, this side of the road. Now that's an unusual addition to the sign, a north sign on it. Not seen that before. So the path crosses the road and continues just here. There are a selection of boats at the side here, this harbour. Well, given that that doesn't go anywhere at the end there, the only way to go is down onto the road. But there's no sign. But at this point we see this, going the other way of course, England Coast Path to the south. But we're going north. And once again, we have to cross the road. And there's a sign almost hidden away. Really have to keep your eye open here. Here we are, England Coast Path. Here, up here. This is a good job it's signed. I think this will be difficult to follow from the map, but here we go. It's up there, and through the gap, and turn left. It's another interesting sign with a left direction and a head direction. And around the corner we go, I've just seen a sign on the right. It's too high up. And there's a boat going out, and the whatever it was. That's how I walk around. And there's a statue of a big man here. So I've just seen a sign for the England Coast Path on the post on the left, directing us this way, which is fairly obvious now along this promenade. Nice, clear, defined promenade that I've walked along before. So the promenade walks on and on. And we've got away from the car parking area. The crowds have gone and the promenade part is empty. Past the statue, I think it said it was Lord Collingwood. Going to the real mouth of the Tyne now. So it's nearly 3 o'clock now. As soon as I get near a bus route to Newcastle, I'm on my way back. Oh, I thought it went round there, but that's a dead end, so we've got to go up the hill. Very complete 72 miles, but Tynemouth Station is only 1 mile. Up the path here. And at the top we see the remains of the castle. It remains to be seen whether there's any signs for us. I can't see any yet. And there it is, embedded into the top of this post. So we're going that way. We have the little harbour here with the closed north pier. And the castle up on the hill, and we're descending. Bottom we get the confirmation part of the England Coast Path again, and across the bridge. Looking back over the harbour again. Port of Tyne, welcome to the North Pier. It's only just 3 o'clock and dusk is rapidly approaching. England Coast Path North. There's a good moat, except it's not got any water in. And at the top in the clock tower at Tynemouth. Now, maybe that doesn't go anywhere, but the sign here is directing us down the street, past the Gull. So it's down this street then. This is a bit that was called Cullercoats. I have to say the section I've done today is rather sparse of signs. Other sections have had a lot more repeater signs. Maybe they'll come, but I thought with it being officially opened everything would be signed properly. And here's the bus, and I can get a bit further than this. It's the 306 to Newcastle. There's still a lot of people down on the beach down there coming towards Whitley Bay. Look at that, lots of people down on the beach, but we're continuing on the front here. No, that wasn't Cullercoats back there because it says Cullercoats on the sign here. And also Whitley Bay. It gets darker, the car lights stand out more and more coming along the seafront road. So why are there so many people walking? I've never seen so many, and it's still January. I'm pleased to see, having said that there weren't many repeater signs, that we're now getting them. They're not on the lamppost, they're on the posts that are already there with the other notices about the cycle route, etc. Approaching Cullercoats and approaching the church that I've walked past quite a few times before. So we've arrived at the church. So this is out of North Tyneside. There's the sign for it there, Tynemouth, and into Cullercoats, the sign of which was on the other side of the road. By 3:30 I should be fairly close to where I want to be. I'd like to be at Whitley Bay Pavilion. Past this statue here. Now that's the Cullercoats beach. The one that was packed. Couldn't get another person on it one year in the hot sun. So into a slower area for cars at 20 miles an hour, the cyclists want to give way. In the absence of any signs, I'm still following the road, so we've been taken down the cycle route and not on the road pavement here. Does it go down that road down there? I hope it does, because this is the way I'm going. I think I've been this way before. But at the end it's difficult to see where it goes. Ah, there was a sign on the post, so we turned left at the end there rather than go down toward the beach. So there's a sign, it still says England Coast Path North, so along here. So the England Coast Path stays at the top of the cliff, although there is a route down below, closer to the sea. So we've rejoined the main road and continue along the front on England Coast Path North. I was pondering then on why it says north. Do people not know the difference between north and south? The correct way to do the path, as far as I know, is anti-clockwise. So on the west side you go south, on the south side you go east, and on the east side you go north, which is what I'm doing now. The camera view is much lighter than the rear view by the look of it. So we turn the corner here. Last time I came to Whitley Bay there was a lot of renovation work on the promenade, but I can see the pavilion now. Still some way, but I think we might make it before it gets really dark. These were just being built when I last came, I think, with for sale boards outside, at least 4 of them. The end one sold. on St Mary's Island. Probably you can't see, but with the tide in, it is completely cut off now. The lighthouse is not lit up. Not far to the pavilion now. It's about 4:45, and there's the clock coming up confirming the time, 4:45. That's the clock tower, and also the board behind it confirming we're at Whitley Bay. Nearly 4:45. There's a very nice promenade completed in time for the 2019 season. A very wide area to walk on, which is rather good in view of all the people. And the pavilion is just round the corner, and the promenade rather effective in pink stone and a thorny stone with this curved interface between them. And just appearing around the corner is the refurbished pavilion. There it is, beautiful now. So that's the end of today's walk at Whitley Bay Pavilion. Hazard a guess, it's about 8 miles in total, and it's taken. That's the end of the walk today. Whitley Bay Pavilion. It's just about 4 o'clock, so it's taken about 5 hours in total, including about an hour messing around with the ferry, etc. So that's about 8 miles, 2 miles an hour average speed, which is about right when I'm doing this documentary.